In this video, we'll discuss queues. Queues are similar to stacks and consist of a sequence of items like a linear list. But there are restrictions about how items are added and removed from the list. Queue is a data structure that is based on first in, first out FIFO strategy. The first element that is added to the queue will be removed first. Queue follows FIFO structure. Element inserted first will be removed first. In queue, one end is always used to insert data and the other end is used to delete data because queue is open at both ends. The operations of adding and removing items are called as NQ and DQ. An item that is added to the back of the queue will remain on the queue until all the elements in the front of it has been removed. A queue is a line or queue of customers waiting for service. Customers are serviced in order in which they are arrived. A new element is added to the rear end of queue. The insertion of element in a queue is technically called as NQ operation, and data can be removed from front end only. The element at the front end of the queue, the removal of element from a queue is technically known as DQ operation. Queue is a linear data structure. Linear data structure means its elements form a sequence or a linear list. Some more examples are arrays, stacks. Linear data structures are used to store and process elements that are similar in type and are to be processed in the same way. A linear list can be maintained when we are going for shopping. Now we'll discuss applications of queue. Synchronization, seeding, searching, interrupt handling are the applications of queue. Seeding means when a resource is shared among multiple consumers, then we are using FIFO structure. We can handle multiple interrupts as the order they arrived. When the data are transferred to a synchronized device, then it is used to be synchronized. And in breadth-first search also we are using queue. There are two operations, inbuilt operation, insert and pop. Insert is to append an item in the list and pop to delete an item from the queue. Append is used to insert an item and to dequeue an item from the front we use pop function. These functions work quite efficiently. Pop and append, these two functions make the code short and simple for queue implementation. To see the frontmost element, we use peek function. Now we'll discuss queue operation. Here, for example, queue is equal to 537. Print queue will print the value 537. Now we are inserting a value which is 53. 53 will be added at the back, and now again we are adding 29. 29 will be added at extreme left. Then we are using pop function and the first element will be removed from the front. And again we are using pop function. The element 3 will be removed. and the queue will be 29, 53 and 5. As you can see, the insertion is done at the back and deletion will be from front. Insertion will be at rear end and deletion will be from front end. Now we'll discuss peek. Refers to inspecting the value at the queue's first value without removing it. Q front. Underflow. When one tries to remove first element from the queue which is empty, it is called underflow condition. Pop. To delete first item from the queue. Python syntax queue.pop0. To insert an item at the rear end of the queue. Python syntax queue.append within bracket item. This will insert an item at the rear end of the queue. That means at the back of the queue. Now we'll discuss the program queue implemented as a list. Here, front is an integer having position of first or frontmost element in queue, and rear is integer having position of last element in queue. First of all, if queue is empty, then it will return true, and else it will return false. Enqueue function will append an item in the queue. Queue.append item will do it. If we want to dequeue an element, means to delete an element from a queue, then we should use pop0 function. Pop0 will delete the frontmost element. If it is the first element, then front and rear end will be equal to none, because the first element is deleted. Now front is not having any element in it. Peek function will give the frontmost element without deleting it. If there is no element in the list, then it will give underflow error. Display function will simply loop through the queue and it will give all elements. This program has 5 options: enqueue, dequeue, peek, display and exit. Here we are inserting values 89, then 900, then 123, and after inserting we are simply displaying the queue, and you can see the first element is 89, which is at the front end, then 900, then 123, and 123 is at back end or rear end. Then we are deleting the elements. First element is deleted, and now the queue has 900 and 123. 900 is the frontmost element, and at 123 is there at the back end. Now if we will choose choice number 4, it will simply show us the frontmost element, which is 900. Again we are displaying the list and it is showing 900 and 123. Now again we are inserting 345 at the rear end. Then if we will give incorrect choice, invalid choice entered message will come. Now we'll discuss some variation in queue, circular queues and dequeues. Circular queues are implemented in circular form rather than a straight line. These are used in fixed size linear structures, and the programming languages which are using this are C and C++. In these queues, after insertion and deletions, some unutilized space lies in the beginning of the queue. Now we'll discuss dequeues. Dequeues are refined queues in which elements can be added or removed at either end but not in the middle. There are two variations of dequeue. One is input restricted dequeue, second one is output restricted dequeue. Input restricted dequeue, it allows insertion at only one end but allows deletion at both ends of the list. And output restricted dequeue, it allows deletion at one end only and allows insertion at both ends of the list. As you can see in the figure, in first one, we can add at the rear end only, but removal is done from front end and from back end. In second figure, remove from front end only, removal can be done from front end only, and insertion can be done from front end as well as at the back end. In input restricted dequeue, restriction only on input, that is insertion, no restriction on output, that is deletion. And in output restricted dequeues, removal from front end only and restriction only on output, that is deletion, no restriction on input is there. Dequeue is also called as double-ended queues, where insertion and deletions can be done at either end of the queue but not in the middle. Queues can be used in several forms and ways depending upon the requirement of the program. As per the requirement, we can use simple queue or circular queues or dequeues. Now we'll discuss some queue applications. There are direct applications and indirect applications. Any flow of first in first out or first in first served may be implemented as queue. Here, if passengers are waiting to purchase tickets in railway counters or bus counters or temples, then that is called as queue. Queue operation. When a single resource is shared by multiple consumers, suppose a single printer is there in a company and all the staff members want to use it, then they can use it in FIFO manner. The first person who came for printout will get the chance to print first, and the second one will get the second chance, and likewise. Whenever we want to register a complaint or a request, then we are calling to call center. Call center phone systems will use a queue to hold people in a line until a service representative is free. After attending the first phone call, it will attend the second, and so on. Airport authorities make use of queues in a situation where a single runway of airport for both landing and takeoff flights are done. In bank counters, in temples, and in other service centers, we are simply using queue to get the services. Some indirect applications of queue are done in case of auxiliary data structures and components of other data structures. We have already discussed data structures, linear list, stacks. Now we have discussed queues, and in queues, dequeues, circular queues, etc. Hope this video is useful to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.